In this video, we'll see how to graph inequalities on the number line. On the number line, numbers grow to the right, and they go smaller, smaller, less, smaller, tinier to the left. So to graph an inequality on the number line, we need to know the inequality symbols first. So numbers less than, symbol less than, shows where the numbers are on the less or lower side or left side of a number. So to graph, we are going to have an empty circle because there is no equal sign, and then we're going to show that the numbers get smaller to the left. If the inequality says less than or equal to, equal sign includes the number that we're comparing and less to the left. So solid circle includes the number itself. For greater than, we need to show where the number's bigger than the compared number. The numbers grow to the right. Or if the inequality symbol says greater than or equal to the number, then we'll include that number, whatever it may be, and say the greater numbers are to the right of it. Let's get there slowly. How to determine where numbers or what is the solution set represented in inequality. So in these boxes below, we'll place numbers that fall under each category. Greater means to the right of a number. So for instance, in these three boxes, I have three numbers that are greater than 2. 10 is greater than 2. 7 is greater than 2. 12 is greater than 2. So let's see what three numbers could be greater than 6. You can go in order. 7 is greater than 6. 8 is greater than 6. 9 is greater than 6. They are, important to notice, to the right of 6. So they grow to the right. So 6, and then to the right, numbers grow. 7, 8, 9, 10, hundreds and thousands, all the way to infinity. For the negative 4, I have negative 4 on the number line right here. Where are the numbers greater than negative 4? To the right of negative 4. So starting with even like maybe right here, negative 3.5, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. All the positives are always greater than the negatives. So we can put a few random numbers here, such as negative 1, 0, 10. Those numbers are to the right of negative 4. Same idea for the negative 7. If I look at my number line, negative 7, and the right side is growing. Numbers grow to the right. Numbers greater than negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, 0, all the positives. All the positives are always greater than the negatives. So the numbers greater than negative 7 are to the right of negative 7. Negative 6, negative 5, 0. Any three numbers that you would like, you can fill in the blank. They're on the right of negative 7. Numbers less of a number are to the left of that number. 0 is less than 4. Negative 6 is on the left of, and it is less than 4. 3 as a value is less than 4, and it is on the left of 4. So if I look at the 4, numbers go less, smaller, 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 smaller to the left. Symbol less than is showing the numbers going to the left of 4 on the number line. So if I need to fill in the blank, any numbers that are less than 9, I can say 8, 7, 6. I can go in order backwards to the left. or I can pick a few random numbers. I can say 8 is less than 9, 0 is less than 9, negative 5 is less than 9. So numbers less than 9 are to the left of 9. Numbers less than 0 are to the left of 0. All the negatives are less than 0. So we need to only pick negative numbers here. Negative 10, negative 5, negative 1, any 3 random numbers. Numbers less than negative 3 are to the left of negative 3. So negative 3 being right here on the number line, numbers get smaller to its left. Any number on the left is bigger than the number on the right. So negative 3 and going left, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, any number to the left is less. So you can say in order negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. That's totally fine. Let's see how to graph. To graph an inequality, we need to place the number involved in the number line. So for example, if I have to graph numbers, not just one number, all the values greater than negative 2. So place negative 2 on the number line compared to 0, that's on the left of 0. Identify the symbol, and if you have just less than or greater than, leave the circle blank. But if we have this equal under, it means we need to include the solution negative 2, let's say, in the set. In this situation we don't, because we don't have the equal sign, so we leave it blank. And then based on the inequality symbol, draw an arrow to the right for greater or to the left for less. And that works only if the variable is written first. Numbers greater than negative 2 are to the right of negative 2. So we just draw an arrow to the right. Another way to think about it is, instead of x, think of numbers greater than negative 2. All the positives are greater than negative 2. 0 is always greater than the negatives. So pick a few numbers greater than negative 2, and that's where the shaded part should be. On the right side, 0 is greater than negative 2. Let's say 5 right here is greater, 10 is greater. Numbers greater than negative 2 are to the right of negative 2. For instance, if I have to graph numbers greater than 5, I mark 0 as a sketch compared to 0. 5 is on the right. And then I have to show where would be the numbers greater than 5. Numbers greater than 5 are 6, 7, 8. So they go 6, 7, 8 to the right. Draw an arrow to the right. Graphing means showing numbers greater than or equal to 0. So that would be a solid circle on 0 and go right for greater. Mark 0, solid, and go greater. Greater numbers than 0 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Numbers greater. And here should be like then 0. Where are the numbers greater than negative 7? Compared to 0, negative 7 is on the left-hand side. And the numbers greater go to the right. All the positives are greater than the negatives. Numbers grow to the right. So you can say negative 5 is on the right, 0 is on the right. Positives are always greater than the negatives. And since I had a greater than sign here, it should be greater than sign here too. Numbers greater. then -7 are on the right of -7. What if I have to graph numbers greater than 23? Like, where are they? 24, 25, 26? Compared to 0, 23 is on the right-hand side, and the numbers greater than 23 are to the right of it, like 24, 25, 26. Empty circle, because we don't have that equal sign under. So numbers greater than 23 go to the right of 23. Let's see for less. If I have to graph numbers less than 3, numbers get smaller to the left on the number line, such as 2 is smaller than 3, 1 is smaller than 3, 0 is smaller than 3. So if I have on the number line the number 3, smaller numbers are on its left. And you go all the way to the left of 3 and leave the 3 empty. There is no equal sign here. Numbers less than 3, 2, 1, 0, and all the negatives. If I need to graph numbers less than -7, those go to the left of -7. So check this out. If I go back to my visual number line, -7, and then it gets smaller, 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 smaller to the left. -8, the farther away from 0 they are, the less they are on the left-hand side. So numbers less will be like -8, -9, -10. Compared to 0, -7 is on the left. The circle is empty because there is no equal sign, and then go left for less. If I have to graph numbers less than or equal to 0, means I have to include 0 in the solution set and then go smaller. All the negatives are smaller than 0. Numbers to the left, such as -1, -5, -10, they get smaller, 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 less or equal to 0, means 0 included, and then -1, -2, -3, and so on to the left. To graph numbers less than or equal to -17 means -17 is a solution as well. We include that because it's equal, and then go left, further away to the left, -18, -19, negative to the left of 17, away from 0. So to sketch, I need to show on the number line where is 0, where is -17, on the left of 0, circle, fill it in, and point to the left. Numbers less than or equal to -17 are on the left of, including that -17.